All right, Arsenal in for Luis Diaz. Big story coming in through from Team Talk that you're obviously going to be discussing in here onto the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on it. It has been a while since I've been here, but I'm obviously here to bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. We are talking Luis Diaz strictly, and Fabrizio Romano has also gone ahead obviously have a very huge say into me bringing to you this beautiful and enticing story. International break is on. Your favorite teams obviously going to be playing. I'm talking about the national teams, the World Cup qualifiers. Uganda team that I'm supporting is playing Mozambique, and Mozambique is leading by 2-1 in Egypt. That is it. So how many likes much in this video? Let's see, close to 100 likes much in this video as Luis Diaz gets linked to the club of Arsenal. So 20th of March it is. Sorry for the repetition if it was going to hurt you, but we are here to bring you more news. Now before Team Talk sorry about that. Before Team Talk came up and obviously broke the news of Arsenal interested into Luis Diaz, Fabrizio Romano came up with a story and said there is a concrete possibility for Luis Diaz to leave Liverpool this summer. Now, when Fabrizio Romano speaks something that there is a concrete possibility for Luis Diaz to leave leave Liverpool this summer, it's really one of those that we have to obviously look at. And I tell you, it's one of those that we have to give a very huge look at, because his stories don't always come bluntly like that. They come from well researched information or well researched sources and credible media outlets in there for you. And he really has what we call that closeness to these clubs, and he knows exactly what the agents of these players are obviously speaking about. And then after Fabrizio Romano said that, then Team Talk came up and obviously put out the following story about Luis Diaz, that Arsenal are interested in a summer deal for Luis Diaz. The Gunners are monitoring the Liverpool forward as a possible summer transfer option, and with the Reds willing to sell the Colombian. Now, after Fabrizio Romano told us that they're really willing to obviously have this player sold, even Liverpool is willing to obviously have this player sold. You know, Arsenal are monitoring Liverpool, are monitoring the Liverpool forward, and they are interested into this player. And one thing that I think should excite Arsenal fans all over the world is that he's a player who offers more to you than what Martinelli really offers. Because for Gabriel Martinelli, he has obviously come up with a very huge performance in the season of 2022-2023, and we know he scored close to 16 Premier League goals, but we all know to it that ever since then Martinelli hasn't gone ahead to be the same. But for Luis Diaz, ever since he came in through in the January transfer window, he has obviously gone ahead, obviously put in a very beautiful shift. They signed him from FC Porto, the side of Liverpool, and his numbers are never really lying, because when he came in through Liverpool 2021-2022 in the Premier League, he played 13 games. That was in the January transfer window of 2021. 13 games, 4 goals and 3 assists. 2022-2023, 17 games, 4 goals and 2 assists. That means he really had a very bad injury in there for you. Then 2023-2024, 37 games, 8 goals and 5 assists, and this season 28 games, 9 goals and 4 assists. That has been Luis Diaz for you, and he has been really performing very well. And when you look at Gabriel Martinelli in the season of 2022-2023, though he has been there, but I'll obviously start counting him from his debut, from his biggest season, 2022-2023, where he went ahead to obviously play 36 games, 15 goals and 5 assists. You understand? Then the season of 2023-2024, 6 goals and 4 assists in 35 games. This season, 2024-2025, 24 games played, 6 goals and 3 assists. And guys, I would rather have a Luis Diaz than a Gabriel Martinelli in my team. And Arsenal, looking into getting linked to a player like Luis Diaz, really sends you a message that on Martinelli and Leandro Trossard, one of those will have to obviously leave the side of Arsenal in there. I tell you, one of those will have obviously to leave the side of Arsenal in there. And that's why they're really interested in Nico Williams or this guy. And this guy is Premier League proven, but however much is Premier League proven, there are other teams that are really interested in him, but we obviously go into other teams that Arsenal have to battle with. Let's directly discuss something concerning Luis Diaz. He can play as a right forward, left forward, and can also lead the line. That's the versatility that this player really has, and I think that's why Arsenal is really looking at him, because at this level, they need people who can obviously get themselves into multiple positions of the pitch. So, as it stands, the club of Arsenal is looking in at this player, but I have my reason as to why, however much he's Premier League proven, I would 100% go in for a player known as Nico Williams, unless otherwise Arsenal wants to sign both of them, something that I believe is not really important. But why am I really calling in for Nico Williams? Because looks like Barcelona want to try to sign Luis Diaz this summer. The player really wants to join, and an agreement could be struck around 70 million euros to 75 million euros. And by the way, this is my first reason. The price, 75 million euros. You understand? Yet the other one is 60 million euros. You understand? So, I think if I'm Arsenal, I shouldn't obviously go in for Luis Diaz. I let him go to Barcelona because his father came out and obviously told us that this player is really a childhood fan of Barcelona. And why would you obviously force yourself to bring in a player that even is a fan for a team that you're really competing with for his signature? So I think it's better they took in the player known as Nico Williams. He's young, and I know he's really one of those that is going to have to put in a very beautiful shift into a game of that stature. So it's really exciting for the club of Arsenal. And however much I'm not interested into this guy coming through at Arsenal, I think it sends a very clear-cut message to the club of us, to the fans of Arsenal, that Arsenal needs another wide forward. And for me, why Nico Williams is really key, I've always gonna hate to speak this. One, multi-dimensional, and he can play well onto the left and right side of the pitch. So, for that, he's one of those that I wish that that Arsenal should be looking at to see to obviously get this guy in there. So, he's playing for the Colombia national team, and we know he's obviously going to be returning in the Premier League. And if they happen to win the Premier League, he'll be another winner, and he'll be having that winning mentality into him as Luis Diaz. And it will be very exciting for the club of Liverpool to obviously lift all that trophy, and Arsenal will be one of those that will be biggest beneficiaries, because when you get in a player who is really a winner, it really boosts the winning mentality in the players that are really available that side. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Arsenal in for Luis Diaz, and your thoughts about how they can execute this deal and obviously see to it that all goes on as planned. So Rokani David is my name. That has been the first video of the day, 20th of March it is, and let's continue to obviously see how things are really going to be panning out into the mix in here onto the Rokani Media Football. It's a Thursday. More videos obviously going to be loading on this channel. Luis Diaz has been the first video that we've gonna hit to upload onto this channel. But Let's get you people subscribe, because we want to hit 26,000 subscribers in a nick of time, and it's you who really get us up and running. Bye bye.